Young TV, man, your hood anchor man. Get him in here. You don't want to miss this. We got breaking news.
What I wish I knew at 18 instead of 28? That Young Elder News 9 would be my go-to for all things news and more. Broadcasting live worldwide, we've got over 3 million listeners tuned in every day. From world news to stock markets, government topics to the quirkiest stories, we cover it all on Young Elder TV. And remember, folks, you heard it here first. Our friendly team brings you the latest scoops with a dash of that good old Southern charm. Whether you're curious about the latest political twists or need the lowdown on the economy, we're your go-to source. We make sure you're always in the know, in the most engaging and entertaining way possible. So buckle up, y'all. It's time to dive into the world of Young Elder News 9, where the news is always fresh, fun, and downright fascinating. Stay tuned, spread the word, and remember, you heard it here first. Young Elder News 9, the hottest show in the game.
Young TV, we back again. This is Young, your hood anchor man, coming at you with more breaking news. The deep state, dark government is now pulling some more order out of chaos. They're starting wildfires. They're going around with pipe bombs. They releasing drones. They plan weather. I mean, the list goes on. This ain't new. We've seen this the last. They do this every time. And like Doc said, they burning them fires in California. They've been doing this. Now they might go even as far as to blow the San Andreas fault. Might for the election. They might try more. Ever since the Pope opened the doors and the bell striked to January 1st, 2025, they unleashed their thing onto the people to scare us up. The whole half of Los Angeles is on fire. Matter of fact, let's roll that clip while we got people getting in here. Let's roll that clip, please.
As a news reporter who's covered countless fires, I just wanted to hop on here and share some perspective on the fires going on in Los Angeles, the Palisades Fire and the one in Pasadena. I know there's a couple other smaller ones happening right now. I know my former colleagues that are out there right now, it is hard to stop and update social media, stay safe, report the news. So I just thought I would jump on here as I'm not working and I'm in New York and share some perspective on what is going on right now in Los Angeles, because it is unprecedented and it is devastating to see. A little background, I was a news reporter for Spectrum News for 5 years. My first day on the job was covering the Wildfire in Malibu, which in my knowledge was one of the worst fires in recent memory in the LA area. I know up north gets worse fires, and that was devastating in its own right. It completely burned down Malibu, took down a lot of houses, but from what I remember, I don't think anyone died from it, and no major businesses were lost. It was actually pretty easy to contain in that one area of Malibu as opposed to what we're seeing now. Like, this was not what was happening during the Woolsey fire. And I was there boots on the ground for that fire. This is something we've never seen before in the Los Angeles area. And I just wanted to give some perspective on why this is so different and so devastating. So the Palisades are up in the hills above Santa Monica, and it leads right into the water. And then right behind it is in Malibu. So during the Woolsey fire, Malibu was contained. It never spread to the Palisades. This spread from the Palisades to Malibu, and now people are getting evacuated in the urban areas of Santa Monica because they're nervous the fire could jump down. There's also the road called the Pacific Coast Highway that separates the mountain range from the ocean. The fire has now jumped the PCH, as we call it, to get to the beach side. So beachfront properties, lifeguard stands, beloved businesses on the waterfront, all destroyed. That did not happen in the Woolsey fire. I was there the morning after, driving down the PCH of the Woolsey fire 5 years ago. We saw burnt cars on the street, and we saw it stop at the PCH. It never jumped over. And from my memory, we did not lose any businesses during that fire. Right now, we know at least 5 beloved restaurants are destroyed. High schools, elementary schools, libraries in the Palisades, all destroyed already. And it's only not even the second day. Also, This is not the firefighters' fault, and I'm not getting political here, but there are reports of not seeing firefighters anywhere. When I'm covering fires, the media, usually we're allowed there, but we kind of get yelled at and pushed around to not be in their way, of course. I'm seeing video after video of journalists putting out fires with hoses. That's how out of control this fire got, that there just wasn't the ability for firefighters to get everywhere. They also couldn't do airdrops, which is where they drop fire retardant or water from planes or helicopters, because the wind was just too powerful and unsafe to do so. So it was very, very hard to control and contain this fire, that reporters were taking garden hoses. You can see here, this is just a screenshot from a video. People were running in the streets, leaving their cars. Police and just general public were picking up people off the streets to get them out of there. Once again, in the dozen at least fires that I've covered in Los Angeles over the past 5 years, I have never seen that. I'm just watching from afar right now. I thought I would hop on here and just give some perspective for some people who may not know what's going on there and why this really is unprecedented, of at least what I've seen reporting there, and from what I'm seeing from my former colleagues at Spectrum News and just from other local news agencies. They're agreeing. They're saying they've never seen anything like this before, and I'm just sending all my love. I'm not trying to cry on the internet, but I know what it's like to report in these situations. But I've never reported in a situation like they are right now. And I know my friends that are on the grounds right now, and it's very scary. And if I was still working for Spectrum as a reporter, I would be there right now. So I'm counting my blessings that I am safe in New York right now. My place in LA is safe. I'm further south, so I've reached out to some people there. We're covered in smoke and all of that, but the fire won't reach us. And if anybody has any questions on anything, I'm around all day and I can answer things in the comments below, because I know the journalists on the ground right now are inundated and are not going to be able to post as many updates as probably they would like.
Now, so as you can see, if you're just tuning in, there's a lot of fires spreading around California. It's other things that took place, like a fire in shopping village or flea market in Ghana. I want to say, we're about to play that clip in a minute. The whole village burnt down, right? And the first fire truck that they sent was full of petroleum. The first fire truck that they sent, who fills a fire truck full of gasoline? Look, the first fire truck they sent to put these people, the village out in Ghana, they sent high grade Vaseline, might well say Vaseline, right? Because that's what they screwed them over. But they sent high grade gasoline in the first fire truck, and it made the fire spread to burn the whole village down. Right? Let's run it.
Yeah. Our heart goes out to the folks who lost their livelihood in the Containment market fire, man. It's early Thursday morning, the fire broke out. Cause on the investigation. Accra, Ghana.
Right? So the whole dang on town burnt down, right? Because but they don't know how the fire started. The fire started, then all of a sudden, the first fire truck that pull up is full of gas. Who, if that wasn't rigged, who fills a fire truck full of gasoline? Unless somebody set that up to burn down, right? So you got fires. So wildfires being started. Keep in mind, the Pope just opened up these doors, and we gave y'all a whole rundown. The Pope opened up the doors, and then these plagues and pestilence and this revelation and this tribulation and this hard times come about that they're stimulating with their sleeping agents, and all these people are stimulating this. This is the doing of the reptilians going through the church, because the church control the military, right? And this is part of that 7 years of tribulation. We got to stimulate this. And they are paying, like I said, they'll use money to make this these prophecies come true. They'll put money behind it, so they can stay in power and keep you on to the game. Right? Let's run another clip. while we giving people time to get in. We ain't gonna run that whole one, but the dude trapped in his house, I don't know why he ain't got the heck up out of there yet. I would have been got the heck on right there. But some people are trapped and they in their establishments and things, and the fire trucks haven't showed up. And about maybe a month before this, maybe 2 weeks before this, the California governor or mayor, I want to say, decreased the staff in the fire department and cut their pay. The fire department got their pay cut in California about a month prior to this fire. Go look it up. I wanted to have the flyer so I could post it for you, but I ain't on my laptop. But you can look that up. The mayor cuts the pay to all the fire departments in California right before all this happened. So y'all ain't putting this together. And keep in mind, California and New York governors always be in on it with the deep state. Them two governors right there, they always be in with the deep state. That's why they so tight on the gun laws, because they want to overthrow the Constitution. Them the two states right there, them in Georgia, they be all them three states right there always want to try to overdo the Constitution. Right? Just run another one. All right, that's a fire from somebody filming from the airplane showing that the whole city on fire. And they pretty much trying to, like I said, this is part of this order out of chaos. It's a series of events, a chain reaction, right? The first event is the guy running over the people in New Orleans. Then the fog thing, the drone thing. The drone thing started a little bit before New Year's, right? But then you got now the fires. Don't be surprised if you see a 9/11 style event. They probably try to run it before the election, so they can cause this order out of chaos, so they can create what they call martial law, which is we already in kind of like in semi-martial law, but they create this full chaotic thing to where they can activate curfew and all this thing. That's what they're trying to get off. And they only got a couple of days to pull this off. So as the time go up and up, watch how stuff play out. Now, people was asking about Yellowstone Park. They asking about, what's going on at Yellowstone Park, because we know that Yellowstone Park is really still a live volcano at this point. They saying, it ain't a live volcano, but that they haven't been reporting a lot of things. Like people been saying, whistleblowers been saying they can get people to safe areas on the planet, but they want everybody. They want to decrease the population. These guys, and they already gone underground. That's why they don't care if these celebrities' house that's burning down in California. They don't care about their house burning down because they got insurance on it, and they already gone on the ground and got out of the country. Right? So they ain't worried about that. And half of them probably wanted their house to burn down anyway. They got 7 to 8 houses in other states and got insurance. But now, when you paying attention as an alchemist on the land, one thing you want to pay attention to when you understanding what's if something going on funny is you want to pay attention to the birds. Understand the language of the birds. I wrote a book called The Language of the Birds. Was I'm finna get ready to probably do the audio like the movie part version to it, just like I've been doing the rest of the stuff. This up on the books of extraterrestrial, but I got a book called The Language of the Birds book, where it teach you how to watch the birds and know how they move on the land. You can know how to survive and know how to move when different things and catastrophic events about to happen. The birds fly and act a certain way because they connected to the magnetic force field of the planet, right? So if you want to get that book, that Language of the Birds book, We got really all 8 books, which is the Ascension Manual, the Galactic Family of Life, the Orion Group book, right? The Language of the Birds book, the Dream Scroll, the Hustles Manual, the Scroll of Eyes, and the Book of Extraterrestrials, which is the stuff I'm putting out now on the video side. If you want to get all 8 of those books, you can get all 8 of those books for $40 donation to the Cash App or PayPal, and just leave your emails in that little description box where it says why you sending the money. Just say books and then leave your email, then I send it right to your email, all 8 books in PDF form written by a young elder. And most of those books is thick. It's going to take you probably a real long time to read all those books. And by that time, I should have the other 15 books ready to go. Yeah, so keep in mind about the Language of the Birds. And we wrote that book, like I say, and you want to get that book. Like I say, I send you all 8 books for $40 donation. The Language of the Birds by itself worth $40, right? So, yeah, but we're going to play this clip and show you the birds been acting funny. Now, this right here is an older clip that been taking place a little bit before like the New Year's, but the birds have been acting funny. The birds have been flying funny, landing funny, man, like disappearing. Like you don't see many birds in certain areas no more. The birds flying weird. Birds falling out the sky. It's different things going on. Birds are flying on a cruise ship. We're gonna go to play that clip for you.
Man, they thought it was a joke, boy. There was so many birds out here, man. I'm talking about they done flew all in folk room. They out here dead on the goddamn balcony and shit. One flew in Cooney head. She was hollering like a scald cat, John. You hear me? Man, that was my room full of goddamn birds.
Baby, you okay? Baby, where you at? Oh my God, baby, where you at?
Man, that was my room full of goddamn birds.
Baby, you okay? Baby, where you at? Oh my God, baby, where you at?
Yeah, my boy said, ooh. What the fuck you close? Man, they thought it was a joke, boy. There was so many birds out. Man, they thought it was a joke, boy. It was so
Yeah, so that the birds are flying, trying to get the heck on out of America. Seemed like they fall on this cruise ship and they had needed a place to land from flying so long over the ocean. Birds don't do that. Birds don't take a risk like that unless it's something going down. Like it was something going down. The birds been acting funny for like the last months, like 2 months or so. If you've been paying attention to the birds, you can see they've been acting funny, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, like birds just landing and just looking like it's just real. Like if you study nature, you can see some clearly is going on, and it's more than just what the government is doing. I think that it's something to do with Nubaru. I think it's something to do with what the dark deep state is doing. Right here's Joe Biden. Look what Joe Biden said. We got wrong Joe Biden.
Now the claims are getting even more bizarre. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, a congresswoman of Georgia, is now saying the federal government is literally controlling the weather. We're controlling the weather. It's beyond ridiculous. It's got to stop. In moments like this, there are no red or blue states. There's one United States of America.
Look how he laughing, y'all.
Neighbors, volunteers, and first responders are risking everything, including their own lives, to help their fellow Americans. State, local, and federal officials are standing side by side. Let me repeat, no one should make the American people question whether their governments will be making sure that this is acting on strikes. They'll be there. We will.
You hear what he just said? These exact amount of strikes. So this is a strike? How is this a strike? Why is this a strike? Why? Because the American people have been the enemy since 1933. So is this some strikes against the American people? We caught a general saying that, oh yeah, we finna get ready to deliver the payload to the American people. I'm saying the payload sound like some nuclear type shit. The payload, that don't sound good. You delivered the payload to the American people. Dang. Hey, look, I'm thinking they're using these satellite laser weapons to start these fires in California. Right? Allegedly. We got to say allegedly for YouTube purposes. But like I say, all this is a part. Don't be surprised. It's going to be another thing we'll be reporting on next that they got going. And like I say, I think they're going to go after that San Andreas fault because they got nuclear plants on that fault line. They got and they stolen nuclear weapons. These guys, these these underground guys who've been stealing our kids the whole time, and now they're getting ready to go down. So now they're kicking and scratching because they are the parasites that's being removed. And they want to try to do something really for Donald Trump get a hold of the wheel. Because when Donald Trump get a hold of the wheel, he's gonna have control of the most powerful military in the world. And he know where these guys hide at, he know what all they spotted. So they already recruiting private owned militaries to protect them. These guys with billions of dollars. They've been running all these criminal activities against crimes against humanity. So don't be alarmed. If you live in the California area, you want to get the heck on for a little while till everything calm down. Look, they ain't gonna get off what they're trying to get off. They did this before, it didn't work. They don't know. They did all this before. They started fires before. They ran the pandemic before. They did all the mass eliminations before. This is all same game. Devil ain't got no new tricks. He run all the same games he been running for the last 6,000 years. And now his time is up, like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told him. The minute hand is on 6, the hour hand is on 6, and you can't go over the 7. You know what I'm saying? Your time is up. And when your time is up, God is after you when your time is up. That's what Elijah Muhammad told him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And on that note, we just bringing to you on the land what's going on. Stay alive, stay alert, stay scrapped. Get your supplies together. We in for a ride. They might try to knock the lights out, we heard. They might go as far as to knock the lights out. The lighting system, and you could be without lights, especially if you're on the West Coast area and the East Coast areas in New York. Prepare for maybe a blackout. These guys could pull that, so you want to have some extra water. Get a cup, go out, get right now and get supplies for a couple of days to survive in case they pull a blackout. And we hoping to have we got the good beans already on the land, hoping that as soon as they try to pull the blackout, we'll have it back up and running in less than 3 days. But you could go longer than 3 days. So if you up in the New York area and the major areas right now, go out tomorrow. Don't wait until everybody start panicking, because they finna start doing this now. They try to do this all out of chaos. So before all that happen, go out and get you some extra cases of water and a couple extra little foods, and get you some couple warming blankets and things of that nature, because they finna turn the lights off and cut the AC down. Because they ain't telling you is the government is another word for God. And God been had control of the weather, and them been controlling the weather. They've been using laser weapons to start fires. They've been using bombs to make earthquakes and volcanoes. This ain't nothing new, man. Right? Shout out that boy. What's that is? Ben New Mantu Ra. Ben Mantu Ra, man, for the $10 super chat, man. Much love, my brother. Islam, peace, hotel, divine love. Right? So, like I say, if you in major cities, stay alive, stay alert. If you going to work, put you a kit in your car, like your pistol, like a flashlight, little 2 or 3 days worth of stuff in case you have to make a hike. Because they don't tell them what they gonna do, man, and what they trying to do, and we ain't have to scare you or nothing. We just say if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Keep your shit all up and ready to go. Don't worry about cocking it. Keep one in the chamber. Keep one in the chamber. We don't gotta cock. I don't gotta cock my shit. My shit already ready to go. Hey man. So keep your shit cocked. Keep you like a little kid in your car, like your they call it what they carry. It's a day-to-day. I think of it in a minute. Your day-to-day carry, right? Your day-to-day carry. Have you like a little fix you up a little backpack just in case you have to make it back to your crib, in case these suckers hit us with a nuke or something, man. And you have to make it back to your people. So this is the time you got to test all your survival equipment, just in case these suckers try to pull fast one. I'm thinking they're trying to do it before the next 12 days. And they might try to pull something at the dang on inauguration, man. Ain't no telling with these guys, but we ain't scared though, and we ain't out to scare you. We just saying have your bag in your car ready, have you walk one of them two-way walkie-talkies where y'all can contact in case they cut the phone lines, because they cut the phone lines last time. This is military operations. The American people are the enemy. They can cut the military can cut the phone lines just like that. And then how you communicate with each other. So, like I say, go out now and do it. Go out now and get you about 3-4 cases of water before they cut the supplies down to where then they make you try to go out, people rushing out to get some shit and you ain't nothing to get. So go ahead, get your supplies, do your what do they call it? Like your overall checklist off on your survival kit. Make sure you got all your shit. Ain't no telling, man. These suckers so crazy they might even try to pull the zombie apocalypse off. If they don't get their way. So we got to keep our eyes open, stay alive, stay alert, right? Pay attention to detail, like they used to tell us. Shout out, who that is? Cynthia, for the super chat. Yeah, so stay alive, look alive, stay alert, especially if you're in the major cities like California areas. My heart go out to the California people that's in the fire. Some guys trapped in the fire with his dog. That was crazy, man. So, and like I said, they got these laser weapons where they can zap shit down. The Odom weapon. They got the rod of thunder. We can ain't get to too much of what they got unless we see they trying to use it. But it looks like they'd already used this laser weapon before in California to start the fires a while back. Doc said they'd be using it to chase the animals inland. And like I said, pay attention to the birds and how the birds are moving. That's how you're going to know something funny going on with the electromagnetic field of the planet. Because the birds fly off the electromagnetic grid of the planet. Right? So keep those things in mind as you going out. Stack up your goods. I ain't going to say it again. Go get you some couple of cases of water. Most of y'all might got most of your stuff already. But this is that time, 2025, we're going into the time getting close to 2030. And this is that crunch time for them. When their time is really up, 2030, they got it's a wrap. Ain't nothing after that. 2030, that's a wrap for them. So they got to make their plays right now, really this year. They got to get whatever they don't get off the ground, get everything going. So they gonna make a run for it and try to go all the way out, balls out on this thing. They already got caskets and everything. They was already preparing to try to pull this mass extermination. Like the Busta Rhymes album. So we just wanted to bring that to you. We ain't out to scare you. We just out to give you breaking news and tell you, stay ready so you don't got to get ready. And we're going to win this war. Because keep in mind, this is a mental war. The physical war is over. So don't worry about the physical things they're doing. The physical war is over. We're fighting the mental war now. We got the land already. We need the people. They got the people agreeing to their feed out. They got the people agreeing to their fictitious foreign agent, British agent 007 government, federal government. Not the people, not the land. The land don't agree with them. The people is the ones that's agreeing with them. So we don't need the land. We got the land already. I mean, we got the land already. We need the people. Right? And like I said, we're going to win this war. Why? Because we can dance and they can't. And never have it been made so clear.